just can't be tamed. They might knock me down, but I'm gonna get up. Saying your apologies, I don't give a fuck. You rattle my cage and startle the lion. Now it's time to get on my fucking time trying.
Hello and welcome to Friday Night Nexus. This is FNN 86. We have a huge night ahead of us, and let's run through the match card. So, up first we have a parking lot brawl between Pac and Dean Ambrose. What a match this is going to be. A huge grudge, and that is in the Danny Havoc Ultraviolent tournament. And we also have champion versus champion. Nick Aldis is walking into Buddy Murphy's fight zone, and it is to determine who is the real world champion in professional wrestling. So it seems like the problem is that Hager is part of the old FNN and Phoenix wants to go into the future, but oh my, that is Sin Cara. So it looks like later on tonight we will have Rey Fenix versus Sin Cara. And you can see making his way to the ring, that is Mark Andrews, and Mark Andrews coming up extremely short against Finn Balor. There's been rumours and speculation that Mark Andrews has a big announcement to make here tonight. You can see him just very solemn. This isn't the usual Mark Andrews that we expect to see in Friday Night Nexus. But whatever he's got on his chest, he's sure going to try and get it removed here tonight. Mark Andrews of White Lightning, no longer the FNN Shooting Star Champion, which is a shame. But Mark Andrews has the mic and we're going to hand you over to him. So Mark Andrews saying that he feels worthless and that oh, for God's sake, he's saying that this might be the last night that he is on Friday Night Nexus, but it seems like Drew McIntyre, and you can hear the Fight Zone, Jesus, they are booing him out of the building. There he is, the insane phenom, the chosen one of the Black Label, former FNN World Champion, Hardcore Champion, and Shooting Star Champion. A lot of credible accomplishments there, but why is Drew McIntyre out here? What could he possibly have to say to Mark Andrews? It's something that we can only find out from the mouth of Drew McIntyre. He's Just calling him a pussy, just calling him as it is. Mark Andrews clearly just exhausted. Oh my god! Looks like we have our first match announced for FNN Legacy. Drew McIntyre versus Mark Andrews. It is now time for the parking lot brawl, one of the marquee matches of FNN 86. We have Dean Ambrose going up against Pac. Let's see what the hell can happen here on FNN. You can see that as Dean Ambrose backstage here, heading towards the parking lot with a steel chair in hand. Who knows what can happen here? The parking lot is not a place for a match. Holy shit, Pac just on top of that semi-trailer. You can see Dean Ambrose noticing him, Pac jumping down. Here we go, big clothesline by Dean Ambrose. The match is on. The referee keeping his distance, giving these men a lot of time. It is pinfall or submission is the way to win this match, but as you can see, there's no ropes, there's no nothing to save these men from anything. It's just violence, and look at that! Dean Ambrose already with the clubbing blows down on the face of Pac. Pac's used to wrestling matches. Dean Ambrose is well accustomed to these type of matches, these death matches, parking lot brawls. An amazing reverse DDT here. Dean Ambrose having a match with Luke Harper before the Chicago street fight, went all over Chicago, and Dean Ambrose attempting to maim Pac there, but Pac just bouncing the steel chair away. The steel chair is now out of play. Here we go, Pac all the way up there. Big suplex. And Pac just with almost like a stomp there in the face, and you can see he separated his feet in the stomp, just grazing the face of Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose just taking a steel chair straight to the skull. Oh, and Ambrose bleeding, that steel chair shot already busting open the head. You can see the Fight Zone are excited for this parking lot brawl. Pac lifting up Ambrose and a big German suplex down on the concrete. There's just no need for that. But at the end of the day, these men have a grudge with each other. They have some damn dirty deeds that needs to be done. And Pac with the steel chair, Pac just swinging for the fences and meets a huge knee straight to the chin, right under the chin. Ambrose kick to the leg, and a beautiful shining wizard there. New offense coming out of Ambrose here. And a Michinoku driver down on the concrete. We have a pin. One. No, not even a 2 count. Might have been a 2 count, but that is it. Ambrose got that steel chair, going to hit Pac, and Pac says no. Pac grabs the chair. The chair being thrown to the ground, and a big clothesline to the back of the head. This is not looking good here, not looking good for Ambrose one bit, and you can see that blood. Hella pulling out, and a big kick to the steel chair. Head meets steel, meets foot, equals collateral motherfucking damage. We've got a pin here, 2, 3, no. Oh, very close one, close 2 count there. Ambrose ain't going down that easy, and you can see Pac tossing him towards the car. Hopefully none of the cars is anyone important. Here we go, Pac got him all the way up there, throwing him into the car there, right into that Ford, right into it. And a big European uppercut by Pac. Here we go, calling elbow tie-up like situation here, and a huge lariat by Dean Ambrose, and Dean Ambrose double knees straight down to the head. Two bitter enemies here. Pac debuting and putting Ambrose right through a table. And there was no need for it, there was no reason for it. Pac just wanted to make an impact. Then Pac laid out Dean Ambrose's best friend in Masada laid him out backstage, and look at this big punch straight to the face. Dean Ambrose. Oh no, what is he going for here? Throwing Pac to the middle of this car. You can see Tex in the back watching on, and a dirty deed done, dirt cheap, right there. Dean Ambrose, hella extreme. That was something else. He's going for the pin here, and this could be it. Referee, 1, 2, 3, no! Dirty deeds on top of a car, right in the top of the car, and look at these punches once again. Pac not even getting any hands up to protect himself. Jesus. Getting smashed like Poirier versus McGregor right here, and he trips over that steel chair. And into the limousine. Don't know whose limousine that is, but nonetheless it might be EC3's, the whole management situation here. But Dean Ambrose got Pac by the scruff of the neck. Where are we going now? They're just making use of the entire fight zone. Ambrose just dragging him. Oh, Pac elbow to the gut, and another for good measure. Here we go, Pac. Back suplex, dropping him right down in his head. Jesus Christ. There is no need for the violence like that, and holy shit, right into the wheel arch of that car. Pac, vertical suplex, simple wrestling manoeuvre, but a simple wrestling manoeuvre done even more extreme, and Pac all the way on top of that limousine. What is he going for here? Shooting star press right off of the limousine. We've got a pin here. 1. No, not even a 1 count. Ambrose kicking out of that, and you can see in that security booth over there, everyone is watching. Everyone is watching at home. The crowd are watching. The Fight Zone are ecstatic for this match. We've got a wee small package here. 1, 2, no! 3. Not a 3 count. That is what they need. They need a 3 count, but they only got a 2. Big punch by Ambrose, and going for a headbutt there. Pac says no, and Pac, holy shit! Pac like a superhero or a super villain, just bouncing off of that equipment box and laying out Ambrose with a huge forearm and another close 2 count. You can see the counts are creeping eerily closer, very closer to the 3 count, and they can't get him up. Pac can't get him up for that powerbomb. Just that weight difference between the two, and the fact that we're quite late on into this match. Oh, I can see a bit of red coming from Pac's head and his knees like that, and punches like Ambrose's that are going to open that wound up even more. We're going near this truss stationary place where they keep parts for the stage and an ice machine. Pac, big arm drag, takes Ambrose down. Here we go, DDT onto the concrete. Pac going all the way up top. What is Pac going for here? Pac bouncing off and a huge elbow straight to the heart of Dean Ambrose, and Pac just watching on, picking up. He's not going for that pin. I think he knows that it might not be it, but here we go. He's got him up. Brainbuster. A brainbuster onto the concrete, and that could definitely finish it. Look at that. 2, 3, no. The blood just pissing out of both of these men's heads, and a huge snapmare there by Pac. The Northeasterner here, the Geordie-born Pac against the Cincinnati-born Dean Ambrose. It's another one of these pure polar opposite matches that we keep mentioning. We've got Ambrose here wearing street clothes, wearing Foley flannel, taping up his hands ready for a fight. Then we've got Pac who shows up to a street fight in his wrestling gear. In his goddamn wrestling gear. That's how much how confident Pac is that he can walk into any situation with any sort of clothing on. Like, it'd be appropriate to wear street clothes, because then you can like triple pad in your clothing in case glass or anything gets involved and stuff along those lines. But Pac just wearing his wrestling gear. You can see him on top of this equipment board and trying to go for a splash here. Ambrose drops him right down on the spine, just like that. The momentum swings back into Ambrose's favour, and just smashing his head right off of that concrete. Here we go, Ambrose picking him up. Oh, going for a punch, and Pac says no. Ambrose taking a second to breathe against those equipment boxes. Oh no, why is Pac getting up there? That is quite easily about 20 feet off the air, and that is just concrete beneath. You can see Pac just shouting while Ambrose just getting the wells about himself. And you can see Pac calling Ambrose up to the top of the semi, and Ambrose is just following this. This is not going to be pretty. This is not going to be good. They cannot do this. They should not be fighting all the way up there. Oh, target is locked. Ambrose, Pac on top of a semi-trailer, and they're just fighting. This is quite scary actually. Ambrose, huge punches. Pac coming back with the punch, and no! I'm not quite sure how we explain what just happened, as all I know is backstage our GM Eric Bischoff, EC3, is attending to the situation with medical personnel. We'll keep you updated. That was quite possibly the most graphic thing that has ever happened in Friday Night Nexus. Thankfully our production team managed to get the cameras cut, but we're going to just roll into our next match, as we have two former tag team partners in FIGHTZONE and Sin Cara going up against each other. But you can see in the corner of FIGHTZONE is Pentagon Jr., Penta L0M, Pentagon Dark, whatever you want to call him. The man's repertoire, the man's resume, the man's CV is endless of accomplishments and great matches. FIGHTZONE wearing black and white along with Pentagon, different colours than what we usually see Phoenix in, but we can see this is Sin Cara's return to professional wrestling. FNN, apologies if I'm getting a bit flustered here. I just can't believe what we just actually witnessed on Friday Night Nexus. But nonetheless, we have Sin Cara going up against FIGHTZONE. This may be the first time ever, and let's hope it can make us all ignore what just happened at FNN 86. Here we go, the fight zone already. The fight zone actually quite quiet as well. Everyone's in shock here. The bell has been rung. FIGHTZONE, Sin Cara, one-on-one, first time ever. Partner versus partner, best friend versus best friend. And a huge shoulder barge there. He's got this Greco-Roman knuckle lock here. Here we go, twisting him around, wrenching the arm right up the spine, kind of like the way the police officers do when they're trying to handcuff you. It gets you into a position that they have full control. And there we go. Got this armbar-like move here and taking the knees straight to the elbow. And again, FIGHTZONE rolling out of it, and you can see he was grabbing that arm. That hurt him, and here we go, Hurricanrana by Sin Cara. Sin Cara, another Hurricanrana. Or his head scissors. Try to punch him in the back of the head there. And look at that! Sin Cara saying bring it on after he flipped through on that Hurricanrana. And Rey Fénix is definitely going to bring it on. Sin Cara ducking down. Rey Fénix, head scissors. Look at that lucha things right there on Friday Night Nexus. Friday Night Nexus, one of the deepest locker rooms that you will see in professional wrestling. We've got nationalities from all over the world and everyone gets a chance to showcase it and takes it right, his shoulder right into that metal turnbuckle. Look at that stomping in the back of the head and flips over, takes them to the head, straight into the mat and a forearm right here, going for an enziguri there. Sin Cara says no, takes Fénix down. Remember, Fénix is a former FNN World Champion and Sin Cara's keeping up with him here. Oh, Northern Light suplex into a bridge there, but it was a rope break and a huge stiff European uppercut into the corner. And here we go, these elbows, these trifecta of elbows in the corner. Pentagon watching on. It's quite hard here. Usually the advantage that Rey Fénix and Pentagon have in matches is the fact that they speak Spanish, like American Spanish, Mexican, and so does Sin Cara, so they don't have that advantage here, and you can see it playing a factor. Rey Fénix picking up Sin Cara to the top rope and a beautiful head scissors right off the top. That is going to hurt the back, the lower spine. No, and Rey Fénix picking up Sin Cara. Here we go. He's got him up and down on your head. A fisherman driver right there, and a beautiful leg drop for good measure. Rey Fénix all the way up top. Sin Cara halfway across the ring and a huge splash. Rey Fénix looks like he could have this one in the bag if Sin Cara doesn't come back, and it's just like that. A match's momentum can change in the favour of another person. Huge stiff European uppercut. Sin Cara, here we go. He's got him laid out in the ropes there. Bouncing off the other ropes. Oh, and a big splash. That throat just getting bashed against the ropes. People have died in the rings from hitting the ropes with their throat. And here we go. Huge forearm right into the corner. Rey Fénix is rocked. Sin Cara all the way up top, calling Fénix to his feet. What could happen here on Friday Night Nexus? Going for a Hurricanrana. Rey Fénix says no, catches him with the huge powerbomb manoeuvre right there, and a Hurricanrana for good measure. Rey Fénix just taking the offense, and here we go, a big knee straight to the face. The aggressive behaviour of Fénix is paramount in this match. It is very apparent, and look at that. Usually goes for the Fénix driver, but he just goes for the flipping pile driver, also known as the Canadian Destroyer. And just like that, Rey Fénix puts the match in his pocket. What did we just see? Sin Cara rocked. Oh no, Pentagon's getting a chair. There's no need for this. This is part of Rey Fénix's way of erasing the old from Friday Night Nexus. And wait a second, that is Caristico. Caristico taking out the Lucha Bros. He's got that steel chair. Caristico coming to the aid of Sin Cara. So it seems like Dean Ambrose is okay, and we will find a conclusion to the match next week. Recently, backstage interviewer Shane Douglas sat down with Aleister Black. Looks like we have another match announced for FNN Legacy. Tony Storm versus Kaylee Rain. We'll find out the match type next week. It is now the ultimate time that everyone in professional wrestling has been waiting for. The Aussie Assault Drone Buddy Murphy goes up against the dealer, the national treasure Nick Aldis. Champion versus champion, FNN versus NWA to determine the real world champion. The Fight Zone are ready. There he is, our world champion, and the Fight Zone are excited to see him. Buddy Murphy wearing the Australian flag on his belt, holding the FNN World Championship, and is undisputed. This man is a champion, he is a star, he's a goddamn rock star. Let's hand you over to another rock star.
The following contest is scheduled for first FNN World Champion, the Aussie Iron Man, Buddy
Star being Josh Morrell, FNN's ringside announcer. Nobody better in the game. Buddy Murphy holding the championship high, and it's just a sight that you love to see. This match will be competed under FNN rules. No disqualification, no countouts, referee's discretion. It can end by disqualification, but it is up to the referee. Buddy Murphy, the FNN World Champion. I know I say that a hell of a lot, but honestly, once it happened, once it finally happened where he was the undisputed champion, it was just great. It's great to say now. It is great to say, especially after what happened to him at Down Under. Obviously, beat Andrade in not exactly the greatest circumstance, but then he ran the gauntlet and became the Iron Man. But if there's any man that can silence him, it is the dealer, Brutus Magnus of Ring King. The Gladiator, the national treasure, and the self-proclaimed real world champion. Let's hand you over to Josh Morrell.
and his opponent, the NWA World Champion, the national treasure, Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis just walking and holding the £10 of gold high. This is just a big spit in the face to Buddy Murphy. And the fans are booing him, but look at him, he's smiling, he's loving it. Look at that shot. Nick Aldis, NWA World Champion, is here in Friday Night Nexus, about to make his in-ring debut against the FNN World Champion. And it's safe to say who we know is the fan favourite in this match, but Friday Night Nexus are ready. Buddy Murphy, Nick Aldis are ready. The referee is ready. The bell has been rung. Here we go, face to face, first time ever, collar and elbow tie up, and into the headlock. Nick Aldis getting bounced off the ropes here by the Aussie Assault Drone, and he went for a kick there, but Nick Aldis just dodging. Look at this, face to face once again. Nick Aldis getting him in. Another headlock. Snapmare takes him down back into the wrestling, and the fans booing him like crazy. Buddy Murphy showing his wrestling ability, but throws him out of it. Here we go, Irish whip. Buddy Murphy off the ropes, Magnus ducking under and going for an elbow, but Buddy Murphy connects with a huge kick and a chop. This is a match weeks in the making, and neither of these men seen each other face to face before this, so this is the first time that they're actually looking at each other in the eyes, and it is getting violent already, and that is about the most violent move in professional wrestling, minus the burning hammer. That was a pile driver right to the crown of the head. You could break his neck, and Magnus, Murphy trying to get out of it, but Magnus says no with a huge suplex, and the fans are booing him out of the building. A huge stiff punch straight to the face. Here we go. Murphy saying no, throwing Magnus to the corner. Not Magnus, Aldis. His name is Nick Aldis, the national treasure. Here we go, Buddy Murphy going for a kick in the corner. And Aldis with a huge dragon leg screw. Aldis, nope. Fireman's carry takeover by Buddy Murphy. Here we go. Beautiful right there. And these men, another mention of the polar opposites. Both of these men, one is a high flying strike based athlete. Then we've got Nick Aldis, who is a more traditional British strong style like wrestler who goes for the big wrestling moves and goes for submissions after it. I think I'm more thinking along the lines of British catchweight wrestling, not strong style, so I apologise there. But look at this, Buddy Murphy going for a huge neck breaker. Nick Aldis, probably the most traditional British wrestler in the world right now. Just the way he carries himself and everything is very World of Sport like, back in the early World of Sports days with Kendo Nagasaki, Big Daddy, Giant Haystacks, all along those lines. But that is not what matters now. What matters right now is Buddy Murphy and Nick Aldis. Buddy Murphy ducking under, jumping over. Here we go, big neck breaker, big move by the FNN World Champion. And up the ropes he goes. The Fight Zone are ready for this, and a huge elbow straight to the chest, and he's going for the pin. 1, 2, 3, no. Perhaps Nick Aldis was taking a time to breathe there. He took that extra second to breathe, but we never know. He could have been rocked, but not. See, he was taking that extra time. Dragon leg screw once again. Buddy Murphy trying to roll out. Aldis grabs him, drags him to the centre of the ring, and just raking the boot against the head into a snapmare. Aldis just showing off. That is all Aldis has done since arriving here. All he has done is showed off the NWA World Championship. He just walked in parading it as the real World Championship. But Buddy Murphy came in more focused. He's been more serious since the very, very start of this rivalry. And look at this, see Aldis showing off and is about to pay. He's about to pay the piper. He paid the toll to the piper and met a huge German suplex that got him rocked and a chop off of Murphy. Here we go. Murphy coming back. Forearm after forearm, and a huge chop there, and through the ropes he goes. And if you notice there, while he was chopping him and stuff against those ropes, Aldis was caught up in the ropes. That was some great strategical ability by Buddy Murphy. And look at this huge Miatora off the top rope. That can't be good for your knees going down on. It's not concrete anymore. We've got the padding back out as a request by the NWA that we go back to a traditional padding-like structure, and the referees and the wrestlers prefer it just for safety. Oh, Jesus! But see, when you're getting your face stomped right into it, it's still gonna hurt, even if it's padding or not. The padding isn't that thick. It's probably like an inch and a half thick. Murphy calling Aldis to his feet. Aldis rocking. I think Aldis may be bleeding off of one of those huge moves on the outside. Here we go, Miatora, holy moly, meets the knees right onto the canvas, and a bitch slap. He slapped him like a bitch right there, a pimp slap. That's what that was. And it's just wrenching the neck. Aldis seeing red, he's seen the blood trickling, that's the word, out of his head, and he wants Murphy to pay the price for it with a huge knife-edged chop. And Aldis with a picture perfect elbow drop there, and he's gone for the pin, rightfully so. 1, 2, 3, no, he lifts the head. What the hell is that all about? The boos erupting from the fight zone, and a Michinoku driver. That is one of Nick Aldis' signature moves, a Michinoku driver in the middle of the ring. Going for the pin, here we go, 1, 2, and he threw the leg down once again. What is this all about? He wants to finish off Murphy, and you can see him just showing off again. Why? Oh, kick against the leg. Oh, and a huge clothesline, and another. And a big drop kick straight to the crown, not straight to the button, straight to the nose, and Murphy now bleeding. And look at that, just like that, Magnus goes and targets the gashing wound on the head. Just raked his boot against it, and now he's wrenching that neck, squeezing down on the top of the head, trying to get the blood to pool out of the head. Here we go. Another one of these Michinoku drivers, and Murphy's body just hit really hard, but you can see Aldis too busy focusing on that wound in the head, and he just takes an elbow straight into that wound. Straight into that wound on the top of the head, and another. What is this all about? He's out here to maim Buddy Murphy, not to beat him. He could have ended the match after that second Michinoku driver, but he's too busy trying to get him to bleed. There is no need for this. And another one of these chops, but Murphy does not go down. Murphy with a chop straight back to him, and a punch straight to the top of his head, right into the wound on the head of that, and look at him just choking him against those ropes. Referee allowing it to go on. Referee discretion. If he thinks it's too much, then he will stop the match. Here we go. Irish whip into the corner, and it was too much for Aldis to stand. Buddy Murphy picking up, and here we go. Wait a second, is it going to be Murphy's Law? Right in the centre of the ring, Murphy shouting, "I am the real world champion," going for the pin. Buddy Murphy shouldn't have showed off. That could have been at 1, 2, 3, no. See, that could have been it. If he didn't decide to shout that he's the real world champion, he could have had this in the button. Buddy Murphy going for a drop kick. Aldis says no. Aldis, huge dragon leg screw. It's turning Murphy around, getting him away from the ropes. And another stomp-like thing, another graze to that wound, and a huge knee. Christ, see, he's out here to maim him. He is out here to permanently disfigure Buddy Murphy. This is wrong in the fight zone, rightfully so. Booing Aldis out of the building, rightfully so. Aldis going for the chops. Buddy Murphy says no, kicks him to the gut. Here we go. Pump handled. Oh no. He's got him. Oh! I think that's the move that he was calling the new law that he was talking about backstage, and the new law descended upon the Wild West of Friday Night Nexus and just ended the NWA World's Champion. Now it is undisputed that Buddy Murphy is the real world champion. What the hell could this mean for the future of Buddy Murphy? Like, where does he go from here? You can see him holding the world championship, and this has been Friday Night Nexus. Thank you for watching.